Now, class, our next topic is electric field intensity on the equatorial plane, or you can say line, no problem. So we have considered a dipole AB and a point on the equatorial plane or equatorial line passing through the center of this dipole. This is the center of the dipole. So if this is the center of the dipole, then the distance of the center from the charge, that is from the pole of the dipole, is A. Therefore, we are taking the length as twice A. Okay. Now we have considered this point at a distance R on the equatorial line. Now, what is the distance of this point from B and from A? So use the concept of Pythagoras theorem. Okay, base, perpendicular, and hypotenuse. This will be equal to. This is the hypotenuse. This will be equal to root over R square plus A square. Okay. Similarly, this distance is also equal to R square plus A square. Okay, and root under root R square plus A square. Now, getting my point. Now next, see, we will find the direction of the electric field individually due to the charge plus Q and minus Q. Okay, on at point P. Now for plus Q charge, what is the direction of the electric field? We know that they are radially outward. So draw the direction of the electric field due to point B or due to charge plus Q on P. This is radially outward. Okay. This is the electric field due to plus Q charge at P. Now similarly, find the direction of the electric field due to point A or minus Q charge at point P. It is negative charge, so the direction of the electric field is radially inward. This is E minus Q vector. Okay. Now we have both the direction of the electric field. Now find the resultant electric field, and the resultant electric field, according to parallelogram law of vector addition, this will be in the direction this. Okay, in the line parallel to the axis or parallel to the dipole length. Okay, see this line, they are parallel to each other. So this is the direction of the resultant electric field, and this comes from vector addition, parallelogram law of vector addition. Okay, E net vector. Okay, now we are required to find the value of E vector at point P, and this is the resultant electric field at point P on the equatorial plane. Okay. Now see, this E plus Q is the electric field due to charge plus Q at point P along BP. Now see, this is along B to P, and this is the electric field due to plus Q charge, and we have indicated the electric field as E plus Q. Okay, now E minus Q is the electric field due to minus Q charge, and it is along P to B to A. So we have written. Now next, now see, let us consider this angle as theta. This angle is theta. Now see, this angle is theta, then this angle is also theta. Alternate interior angles. Okay, clear now? Okay, if this is theta, then this is also theta. Okay, getting my point. Now see, this vector has two components. One component in this direction and another component in the direction of the net electric field. Okay. Similarly, the component of E minus Q. It is also two components. One component along the direction this, and along the direction of the resultant electric field. Okay. So this is perpendicular component. We can write E. Now see. Now resolve this electric field into its rectangular component. Now if this is theta, this is EQ, then E plus Q has two electric field component. That is rectangular component of electric field EQ. Okay, there are two components. One component is along this, and one component is along this direction, and this direction, and this direction. And this component is perpendicular to this line. So this component is called E plus Q sin theta. We know that perpendicular component is written as sin theta. Okay, now again the base component E plus Q, the base component of E plus Q is along the direction E. So the base component is written as E Q sin theta. So we can write E plus Q cos theta. Sorry, cos theta. Okay, now similarly resolve this electric field. Also resolve this electric field E minus Q into its rectangular component. So one component is along this direction. This is called E minus Q sin theta, because this is perpendicular. If we are taking this as the angle, this is perpendicular and this is the base. And this component of this electric field is E minus Q cos theta. Okay. Now we have resolved this two electric field into its component. Now see which component is along the direction of the net electric field. We have these two components along the direction. So these two components will add up, and now see these two components, they will be subtracted. Okay, they will be minus. Okay, we will subtract these two components. They will be reduced. Okay, now see what is the value of this electric field at this point due to this charge. This point is at a distance r square plus a square under root, means the distance of this point from this charge and this charge is same, and in an electric dipole the magnitude of the two charges are also same. So the magnitude of this electric field due to this charge at this point is same, and the magnitude of electric field due to this minus charge at this point is also same. Its magnitude is same but directions are different. Okay, now see, if magnitude is same, then E plus Q sin theta is equal to E minus sin theta, but they are opposite. So E plus Q sin theta and E minus Q sin theta, they will cancel each other. Now see, why cancel each other? Because they are equal and opposite. Okay. Now see, we have resolved this electric field into their rectangular component. Now we have E plus Q sin theta and E minus Q sin theta are equal and opposite in direction. So they will cancel each other. Therefore they cancel each other. Now similarly, E plus Q cos theta and E minus Q cos theta, they are equal in magnitude and having same direction. So they will add up. Okay, so we can write E net or E resultant. E resultant is equal to, now see, E resultant means these two cancel each other, means there is no electric field along the equatorial line. Okay, along this line there is no electric field, zero. They will cancel each other. Now the resultant electric field is along the direction that is parallel to the length of the dipole. So we will write E vector, that is the net electric field, is equal to E plus Q cos theta plus E minus Q cos theta. Okay, so we can write E vector is equal to E plus Q cos theta plus E minus Q cos theta. Okay, now take the common term. What is common here? What is common here? Cos theta. So E vector is equal to E plus Q plus E minus Q cos theta. Okay, so up to this clear? Okay, now we will find the value of this and we will add. Okay. Now see, now what is the value of E plus Q from the diagram? So E plus Q means electric field due to plus Q at point P is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. What is the charge? Plus Q means we will take only magnitude Q, because we are taking vector sum. Okay, so we will only use the magnitude of the vector. Now Q by what is the value of distance between this P and B? Root over r square plus a square. So root over r square plus a whole square. Getting my point? Plus again, what is the value of this? E minus Q. This is also equal to, we will only write the magnitude. Okay, 4 pi epsilon naught Q by root over same distance r square plus a whole square. R square plus a square whole square. This is the distance square. Okay. And cos theta. This is one term, cos theta. Cos theta. Okay. Now next, see what are the common terms. Take out the common terms. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay. And there is q is also common. So take out q. Now inside the bracket, what is left? 1 by root over r square plus a square whole square plus 1 by root over r square plus a square whole square, and there is cos theta. Write the cos theta. Okay, now what is the value of cos theta? See from the diagram. What is the value of cos theta? See cos theta, and use cos theta. Cos theta means base by hypotenuse. What is the base? A, and hypotenuse is r square plus a square. So write down 1 by q by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by root over. Now class, see this term they have similar. So this term plus this term is 2 root over r square plus a square whole square. Then now cos theta, the cos theta value is a by r square plus a square root. Okay. Now substitute the value of cos theta, then we will have this q by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 by r square plus a square root over again whole square a by root over r square plus a square. Getting my point? Okay. Now next we can write this as q 2a means twice a divided by, okay, here is square and here is one term, one here is also one term, then square plus 1 3. So we can write this as root over r first write 4 pi epsilon naught 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by what is root over r square plus a square, and here is square and here is 1. So square plus 1 3. So this is equal to 3. Okay. Getting my point? Now this is the final formula, and we will rearrange or we will decorate this formula. Okay. Now next. Now we can write this formula as this. Okay, this is the resulting electric field due to the dipole at point P is equal to twice a q 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by r square plus a square 3 by 2. Why we are writing 3 by 2? Because for root we can write 1 by 2 and there is already 3, so we can write 3 by 2 along the direction BA. Now see, along the direction BA, this BA, the direction BA is opposite to the direction of the dipole moment, because dipole moment has its direction always from minus q to plus q. This is the direction of the dipole moment for a dipole. Okay. Now this electric field is opposite to the direction of the dipole moment. So we can write E vector is equal to, and we can replace this formula twice a q by dipole moment, and we can write 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught p by r square plus a square 3 by 2, and this vector, this electric field, net electric field is along the direction opposite to the direction of the dipole moment. And now we know that for a vector, unit vector always gives the direction. Unit vector always gives the direction of the vector. So we can write unit vector as p cap. It is a direction. It is a unit vector along p, but this electric field is opposite to this direction. Okay, means this is p vector and this is net electric field. So this is opposite, so we can write here one minus sign. So this is the resultant electric field due to the dipole at the equatorial line, which is always opposite in direction to the dipole moment. Okay, and this p, why we are writing p? Because twice p is always equal to dipole moment, because twice aq is equal to dipole moment. Okay. Now getting my point? Now next, say for example dipole is very small. Okay, dipole is very small. So what will be the formula? If R is very greater than A, then, and use this formula, use this in this equation. Then if R is very greater than A, then A is neglected. So we can write E vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by A is neglected means R square 3 by 2. Or we can also write this as 2 to cancel. We can write R cube and this minus and this is along P here. Okay. This is a case. We can discuss a case. Clear? Now see. So let us discuss a case for axial line also. Okay. Now let us take R is very greater than A for axial line. Then what is the modification in electric field? Then electric field is equal to, now cancel this A square because A is very smaller than R. So P twice R divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. So R square, and we can cancel this R square and R. So this is equal to E is equal to 2P or P2 in 4 pi epsilon naught R. R square is 4. Sorry, is a mistake. This will be R4 and this will be equal to R cube. Okay, this is the formula of electric field due to a dipole where dipole is very small, R is very greater. Okay, or we can say R is at a large point is at a larger distance from the dipole. We can cancel A, and this is the formula of electric field. Okay, so this much is for today. In the next class, we will study about electric flux. Okay, thank you, class.